Most people live as if time is endless. They postpone attention, delay courage, and treat each day as a rehearsal rather than the performance itself. The samurai did not have that luxury. They trained their minds under the assumption that this moment could be the last, and that assumption changed how they walked, spoke, and chose. To live this way was not dramatic, but precise. This way of living has deep roots in Japanese thought. Zen teachings and Bushido trained warriors to hold death close, not to invite fear, but to sharpen presence. Miyamoto Musashi wrote that one must become familiar with death in order to live properly. When every moment is treated as final, distraction loses its power, and what remains is clarity. Chapter 1. The Principle of Finality. In Japanese culture, the idea of Ichigo Ichi teaches that each encounter happens only once and will never be repeated in the same way. For the samurai, this was not a poetic phrase but a discipline of attention. A conversation, a meal, a duel, or a walk through a gate demanded full presence. If this were the last time, how would you stand? How would you listen? How would you act? Musashi carried this principle beyond the battlefield. In his daily conduct, he removed excess and trained himself to meet each action with total commitment. He understood that a divided mind weakens the body, but a unified mind strengthens even the smallest movement. Finality was not about urgency, but about completeness. Chapter 2. A Modern Life. Half-lived. Daniel lived a quiet, orderly life by most standards. He worked diligently, maintained routines, and avoided obvious mistakes. Yet each day felt unfinished, as if he were constantly elsewhere, waiting for a future moment when life would begin in earnest. Conversations drifted past him, meals were eaten without taste, and evenings dissolved into vague exhaustion. Nothing was overtly wrong, but nothing felt fully alive. Daniel told himself there would be time later to focus, to improve, to be present. Like many, he treated his days as drafts rather than final versions. This quiet postponement slowly hollowed his sense of self. Chapter 3. Confrontation with Impermanence. The shift came without drama. One evening while cleaning a drawer, Daniel found an old notebook containing a passage from Musashi's Dokodo. It spoke of accepting death as a constant companion and living without attachment to outcomes. The words unsettled him, not because they were extreme, but because they exposed his avoidance. That night, he imagined a simple question before each action. If this were the last time, would I do it this way? The question was not meant to frighten him, but to remove excuses. It stripped away autopilot and demanded sincerity. Chapter 4. Discipline through small final acts. Daniel did not change his life dramatically. He chose one small, non-negotiable discipline, to complete each task as if it would never be repeated. When he listened fully. When he worked without divided attention. When he rested without guilt or distraction. This practice was uncomfortable at first. Presence revealed fatigue, impatience, and inner noise he had long ignored. But like Zen training, the discomfort was the point. By staying with it, he began to experience a quiet solidity, a sense that each moment was complete in itself. Chapter 5. Identity refined by presence. Over time, Daniel noticed something subtle but profound. His sense of identity no longer depended on future plans or imagined outcomes. He became someone who finished moments rather than escaping them. Like the samurai who cleaned his blade knowing it might never be used again, Daniel acted with care without needing reward. Bushido teaches that honor is not proven in grand gestures, but in consistency of conduct. Living as if each moment is final removes excess desire and fear. What remains is a steady mind, capable of meeting reality without resistance. To live this way is not to rush or to dramatize life. It is to stand fully inside it, without postponement. The samurai understood that death was always near, and because of that, life became precise. When you live as if every moment is final, silence deepens, discipline sharpens, and each action becomes whole.